Okay, so this is going to be the start of the August 2019 school update. Yes, I have to go to school in August as well. Summer holiday really lasted for like 2 weeks, which is already good enough, I guess. But anyway, I came back to Hong Kong. Yesterday I came back yesterday. Anyway, I just went back to Hong Kong yesterday, and I just came back to Hong Kong, and I have to go to school tomorrow. And today I can take a rest, and I guess that's a good thing because I can't really go anywhere today because a huge protest is happening in Hong Kong again. It's like the 20th time or something, and some of my friends, I think, are also going to be on the streets protesting. I also kind of want to go out there, not because I'm violent or angry or anything, but I just want to experience what it's like. But it seems like a terrible idea, and I still have a shit ton of homework to do, so I guess I'll just lay low for the day, and I'll see if I can upload like 2 videos today, because that'll be pretty cool. Anyway, I have a plan, because during the trip I didn't eat much at all. For 5 consecutive days I didn't have lunch technically, and for 8 days I had sore throat and I couldn't eat. I eat like 1/3 of the amount of food I usually eat in a day. So I wanted to gain weight, and I wanted to be a bigger person, a taller person, a fatter person. I'm really skinny right now, so from today on, I'm gonna eat 4 meals a day, and I'm gonna try my best to work out, to stretch, to swim, to jog and run around as much as possible. And I'm also gonna try to finish up all my homework and hopefully be able to finish my short film before the year 2019 ends. This is my number 1 goal right now. But yeah, anyway, I woke up 1 a.m. this morning and had lunch, didn't have breakfast. Not 1 a.m., 1 p.m. And right now it's 3:30 and I'm eating some ice cream. Okay, so yeah, I have a shit ton of homework, and it's August 5th today, and there are still 3 summer homework not yet given to us. And also another report we have to do, but we didn't know what to do because it was never talked about. And for Chinese, we have a shit ton of homework as well. 3 literature comprehensions, and 1 writing. That's super long and complicated, and I hate that. 1 project, which is kind of interesting, but it still sucks. And for English, we have to do this vocabulary exercise, and for chemistry, we have another stack of assignments to do. Okay, so August 2019, here we go. Right now it's August 10th, very clearly, and summer holiday technically is over, but I don't have to go to school for a few days as well, but I don't really count them as summer break because I can't really take a break. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk about what happens in August at school. So lately, everybody's all, caught up with love and romance and stuffs. I'm 16, about to turn 17 in like a month, and everybody around this age basically has a lot of romantic relationships. Actually, like, I think over half of the people in my class already had at least one romantic partner, and I have 0. And there are also a lot of people who have 0 romantic partners, and I kind of see why, actually. Nick has 0 romantic partners because he is not charismatic at all. He always acts kind of dumb and slow. Even though he's a funny dude, he's kind of overweight. But we're still good friends. Like, I'm his only friend because we've known each other since elementary school. And then we also have other people in our form, in our, grade. Like, I'm not gonna name names, but there's another guy who clearly has some sort of, like cerebral, not cerebral palsy, come to think of it. Maybe it is, I don't know. But he's a little slow as well. And again, I respect him. And whenever he talks to me, like, I reply respectfully as well. But I can see why not a single girl had asked him out yet, or not a single girl has had a crush on him yet. And then there's me, who acts pretty normally and averagely at school. And yet, no one seems to like me, and friends-wise, it's pretty much the same case. And I think the major reason why that is so is because I am not open enough, I'm not honest enough with people. People need to see the entirety of my mind in order to feel safe being around me, and that's something that I need to overcome. And also, I think it's because of social fears. Before 8th grade, I actively and aggressively go out and talk to people, and not in a very open and positive way, but in a mysterious, crazy way, but in a crazy way. And then after what happened in 8th grade, that incident happened. Ever since that incident, I was afraid to go out and make friends, let alone getting myself a girlfriend, because I'm just too scared. I'm too scared to let anyone down. I'm too scared to disappoint anyone. I'm scared of bearing the responsibility of being someone's friend or being someone's boyfriend. And I'm just scared for life. I'm scared of being rejected. I'm scared of being hated. And because of this social fear that I've developed after the incident, I think it's impacted me a lot. So I think in that incident, I'm the biggest loser. Like, I lost the most. I've developed this social fear, which has crippled me so much for the next 4-5 years. And that's actually extremely depressing. And yesterday I figured this out, and I'm just super sad and soaked in, emptiness. And I just felt really like it feels like someone's dead, and I'm trying to cope with that, but at the same time, I know it's inevitable. That's the feeling I get. So let's start off with August 6th. I went to school on that day, and it was a school day, yeah. Again, in the morning, I couldn't really fall asleep, so I had to take melatonin. Now I put it on my table because I really need to use it sometimes for some reason. So yeah, I took like 3 melatonin pills and slept. and this thing it's from the Netherlands, so I couldn't really read the instructions, so I really didn't know how many pills, how many tablets I should take. I took 3, I slept, and then in the morning I went to school. I arrived at school at about 9 a.m. and I went into the classroom, and lo and behold, Mary's not there. Yeah, in the morning I felt so discouraged to go to school, but the only reason why I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna change to my school uniform, I'm gonna go downstairs, and I'm gonna take a bus and go to this facility again, is because I want to see the people. I want to see Jordana. I want to see Mary. I want to see friends that I have over there. I want to see opportunity. It's like my life is like a sea of dark clouds, and the sea of dark clouds is so vast and so big you can't really see the end of it, but once in a while you see this glimpse of light in between the clouds, and you're like, maybe there's an opportunity. Maybe I can, actually, live a happy life. So I guess I'm going to school because of that one glimpse of light. And, I'm just trying my best. But yeah, basically, we had biology tutorial class from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it was kind of boring, actually, kind of tiring and kind of exhausting, even though our teacher is one of the best teachers of school. Actually, our teacher had just become principal. So there's that. At lunch, I and Nick went with Potato Gang because I think they're the best gang in terms of connections. And, if I hang out more with Potato Gang and Onion Gang, maybe one day I'll actually reach out more to B class, C class, D class, and E class, even though that's already impossible, because for the past 3 years, I'm too cowardly to actually reach out to those people myself, including the last day of Form 5, or grade 11th. I realized that when Mary was outside the back door of my classroom, and it was just me and her at that specific moment, in that one split of a second, I could have said, hey, or I could have said, are you looking for someone? Or I could have said, yeah, the English test is still going. I could have said something at least, but why didn't I say that? Why didn't I tried to talk to someone who I had been trying to talk to for 3-4 years. Why didn't I do that? Because I was a coward. Because I was too afraid of, being hated, being judged, and right now I still don't seem to overcome that fear. So my social life is totally fucked. It's in shambles. It's ruined. And this is life I'm living right now. And there's no such thing as a second chance in life. So I've ruined it. I blew it. And I had to move on. It's just funny how fucking sad my life has ended up. It's just kind of funny now. But yeah, anyway, August 6th, had lunch, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, I didn't tell you this. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. In July 2019, I was the first person to know that Natalie is gonna break up with Topher, and Natalie's gonna see another person. That is, if you do not have any common sense, it's Keith. Yeah, it's Keith that Natalie's seeing. To her, it's pretty shocking, pretty surprising, mind-blowing. To me, it's really normal, because Keith and Natalie, they're a really good pair. Like, Keith is very sadistic, And Natalie likes being tortured, but Natalie also enjoys mind games, and Keith likes to be the one who sets up mind games. Keith is manipulative, and Natalie likes to be manipulated. So both of them go together so well, like forks and knives. And, yeah, sure, I'm happy for Natalie, I guess. Yeah. And then, since then, Topher was super sad, pissed off, and, angry. And Natalie sent me and Cedric a screenshot of her conversation with Topher in WhatsApp, like very, very early on. And it shows that Topher, like, at first, when I saw the screenshot, I couldn't believe it myself. Like, I thought it was a fake. I thought it was a joke. I thought he was hacked. But no, it's him, because the grammar is so bad, it cannot be not Topher. Basically, Topher told Natalie in that conversation that he had been fantasizing about fucking Natalie, about raping her, and about her begging to be raped, and about trying different sex positions, and Natalie becoming his sex slave. And I'm baffled. I'm baffled. Like, you can be horny. You can be sexually active, okay? But you cannot do this, especially when you're talking directly to a girl, especially a girl who has power. You're talking directly to this girl, telling her that you want her to be your sex slave, and you want her to be raped by you. What? This is like this is like on another level of horny. This is straight up delusional. So after lunch, when I went back to the classroom, and Topher showed up, and a bunch of other students who studying ICT, information and creative technology, showed up. Natalie wasn't there, but Topher was there. And when I saw Topher, I was just ecstatic. I was excited. I jumped around, hopped around, and I just wanted to humiliate him. I just wanted him to be humiliated so bad. And that's actually Keith's plan. Keith also wanted to put Topher in jail, which is kind of crazy. And I think Keith's gonna fail, which, by the way, he failed. But I just want Topher to. He's so gross. But yeah. Anyway, we have biology class, and we're there. We study biology, like, so, in our form, we have 5 A, B, C, D, and E, and only A and C are allowed to study biology, and Mary and Queenie are in C class. And then later on in this summer break, we need to split up into 2 groups. One of them is going to study a new chapter, a new book called Elective Number 4, Biotechnology. And the other group is gonna not study anything. They're just gonna revise things. They're gonna revise E1, which is homeostasis, and E2, which is bioethics, human responsibilities, environmental conservation, yada yada, boring stuffs. So of course I took E4, biotechnology, because it's a new chapter, and our teacher is the super interesting teacher guy. And the other class's teacher is our teacher's wife, who's 10 times, actually 100 times more boring. And in our class, some 5C'ers are actually here, such as Iris and Shayla and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 others. And, but yeah, none of them are Mary, which is disappointing. I thought Mary would be like, like, our teacher's so fucking boring. Like, I want to study something new, and, like, I want to hang with Oliver, so I'm just going to study in this class. And, if she actually made that decision, I would have a second chance to talk to her. Also Queenie, but she's not even half as interesting as Mary, even though she's already more interesting than, like, pretty much every other girl in the form, other than, I guess, Jordana and Natalie, or Pink, or Linda, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, August 7th, similar situation, except school didn't start at 9 a.m. It started at 1:30 p.m. And on that day, it's pretty special because both E4 and the people who are not studying E4 showed up at the same time. We're studying at the same time, just at different classes. So Mary also went to school on that day at that specific time. And I was there before Mary went into the school, through the school gates. And that's weird. Something weird happened. This is the school, and this is the street, and we need to cross the street. So my bus dropped me off right here, and I have to go to the street from the bus stop, like to the road crossing, and cross the road, and then walk towards the school gates. And Mary usually shows up on this side, but Mary shows up on this side all of a sudden. And then Olivia was there as well, and Mary's friend was there as well, so of course I wouldn't just walk up to her like, yo, what up? It's gonna be total garbage of me to do so. And, you know, she's busy talking to her friend, so, you know. But then Mary does the thing again, where she looks back, and at that time it was super shiny, and, you know, I was like this because, you know, I couldn't, you know, because it's so shiny. And Mary's also doing this, and I can't tell if I can't tell if she's like she hates me, or is it because it's too shiny, or maybe both. But I'm just overthinking things. But one thing for sure is that Mary's a really paranoid person. Yeah, like she always looks back and watches her back as if she's always afraid that someone's gonna stalk her. Again, Mary's personality is so analyzable. Like, I don't know her that well, but everything she does just don't line up. It's like she has multiple personalities. All of them, they just don't line up. None of them line up. It's crazy. It's like she has multiple personalities. Like what's this crazy puzzle that is her personality? I don't know, but I am. Have I told you this? I am a detective, so it's my job to figure out who is she. She's like the most complicated case I've ever tackled. But yeah, there's that. That's funny because I didn't call myself a detective. She did. But that was so many years ago, and I think she forgot about it. Actually, she and Bernice did. But yeah, anyway, I need to talk faster. I still need to do the best songs video. Okay, anyway, you know, after the biology tutorial class, we need to go to a debriefing where both E4 students and non-E4 students gather in the biology lab, and both of our biology teachers talk about the field trip that we're gonna go on to on August 31st, which I will cover in like the next video or something. Which is exciting. Field trip with Mary and Queenie and Jordana in there. And Potato Gang. Like, I'm down for it. And I ended up in Potato Gang's group, which is fantastic. I'm happy about it. In 10th grade, when I ended up in Potato Gang's group, because nobody wanted me, I was like not talking, I was scared, I was alone. But now I'm actually really fucking happy that I'm in Potato Gang's group. I'm with Oliver, who's easy to talk to. He's a cool dude. He's a nice guy. With Grant, who's also a nice guy, also a cool dude. People totally misjudged him. And I think Edward's in there. Edward's also kind of cool, I guess. And Nick joined me because nobody wanted Nick. But yeah, I I didn't end up in Potato Gang's group because I had no groups to go to. Grant asked me to go into the group, which is a first, which is cool. I am, even though when it comes to socializing with people, I'm terrible, but at least I am slowly but surely climbing the ladder, and hopefully I reach a peak at some point. And then we have August 9th. We didn't have school on August 8th. At night of August 7th, me and Cedric watched Spider-Man Far From Home. On August 8th, I went to Nick's house and did some Chinese project. And then at night of August 8th at 9:30 p.m., the purple spot happened again. A purple spot showed up at the edge of my phone right here, and it started to spread. When I saw it, I was like, what? Like, no way. Am I dreaming right now? This cannot be real. Because usually when bad things happen, they happen twice in a row in a very short period of time. This is the third time. The third fucking time. What the fuck did I do wrong? I already stopped clamping my phone and crushing my phone sideways, and I was really proud of myself last time that I figured out the culprit of this purple screen cancer thing. But now it showed up again, so it's not the clamp's fault. And I don't know why. Is it because I put it in my pocket too much? Is it because I dropped it on the floor too much? No, because everybody else does it, but none of them has this problem. Is it because is it because of the water on the phone? Because I put water on my phone sometimes and wipe it off to clean it? Is it because of crazy temperature change? I don't know, but if you can find another human being on Earth, walking on this planet, who has this purple cancer phone problem 3 times in a row within 4 months, please tell me, because I feel like I'm the only one who's gone through this in Hong Kong or in Asia, in the entire fucking Asia. This is ridiculous. And the worst part is I don't know the culprit. I can't prevent it. It's like a lottery. It's like destiny. It's like fate. Like I could be cursed. And I don't know why. And I don't even believe in curses until this fucking bullshit happened. Of course, I'm frustrated. My dad wasted $980 to fix the phone screen, and I don't know. I don't know. It could happen a month later again, and it could be because of magic, or it could be fate or destiny. And then it's August 9th at 2 a.m. Natalie told me that there's gonna be a fucking physics test, and I didn't even know this. And so I was in a lot of stress yesterday morning. And I went to bed 3 a.m. and I had to wake up on the same day at 8 a.m. You know what? It's fine. 5 hours of sleep, it's not bad. Actually, it's not bad. Not at all. Except I went to bed at 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I can't fall asleep. I just lay down, and all I kept thinking about is my phone and the test and me not having enough time and this happening over again. And at 4:15 a.m. I took 2 pills. I slept. Like I laid down, I didn't fall asleep. I realized that it's not working, so at 4:45 I took 1 more. Didn't work. And at 6 a.m. I took 1 more, and at 6:30 I finally fell asleep, and I woke up at 8 a.m. So yeah, 1.5 hours of sleep. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. It's scary, to be honest. Like, insomnia, it's a very scary thing. And, I think it's pretty miraculous, actually, that I'm able to fall asleep. But yeah, when I fell asleep, the sun was already rising. That is how crazy it is. Do you know how crazy it is? When I fall asleep, that's usually the time that I would normally wake up in a school day. That's how crazy it is. In the morning, I went to school again, and it's boring, of course. And I felt tired, of course. And at lunch, my phone's gone, so I used Nick's phone to call Natalie. And me, Natalie, Cedric, and Nick had pizza in a restaurant, and then we went back to school in physics class, and we had the test, and I forgot to bring my calculator. Actually, it's more like my calculator had disappeared. Yeah, and you know, our physics teacher lent me his calculator, which sucks, and it stinks. But yeah, that's basically it. I don't know if you see this, but there's a small ass bug right here, and it's kind of, oh my gosh, it's okay. Okay, I need to kill it somehow. I don't know how. I mean, I could just squash it, but it's gonna be like, oh my gosh. Okay, you know what, screw it.